Good morning, well, this is Ivan Amara. You guys enjoyed my show I made yesterday. Alright, you keep making videos. Yeah, I have nothing to do, obviously. But eventually, I'm going to stop doing the everyday thing. I'm going to do videos every, 2 days. Obviously, because I don't care about this channel. I don't get paid for this, right? Yeah. Yeah. Almost done The Chosen season 4. I binged, half of the season yesterday, season 4. It's a pretty good show. It's a good show, The Chosen. Yeah. Things come after Xanus, right? You'll get a little bit of Chosen, Jesus vibes with Takis and the woman and Apari. But it's a fancy world like Lord of the Rings, right? It's not like ancient Jerusalem like Jesus. That's why Mel Gibson's good for things, obviously. You're looking at a masterpiece. I mean, I got paid today. My government check, like $600. I'll put $350 in my savings, and the rest I'll blow, obviously. Yeah, I'm not touching it this time, right? I'm not touching my money. Yeah. Yeah. I always misplace my lighter. Where did I put it? Oh, sorry. I bought another one. This one's almost done. But Zane's really a masterpiece. Oh yeah, as you guys read, it's a masterpiece, man. Yeah, you're gonna be hooked during the page for hours. It's Grace Fans all written. That's why the gates won't control it, man. They know you did it, Ivan. You wrote a masterpiece. Yeah. The Ivan wrote the masterpiece, and that's the Bladen's dream. I want to control that. I want to take his money and give him the peanuts, obviously. But they're not touching that money. That money belongs to me and my wife. It doesn't belong to you. You make more enough money around the world. I've been making their tens of trillions every year for the past 34 years, man. Like they're 50 plus trillion every year they've been making, man. For 33 years while they kept you poor. And now that you wrote your book, they also want to steal your billions, man. Want those guys to take your money, but that money's yours. It's not theirs. It belongs to you. It doesn't belong to them. And you don't have to sell them, Ivan. You have the keys, man. You don't have to sell to the gatekeepers. Here they go. Yeah. Yeah. You have the keys to the kingdom, Ivan. Yeah. have you finished your book? Yeah, I did. I finished my book yesterday, guys. Finished it. Yay. Finished volume 3. Beautiful ending to my stories. It's not the best ending ever, but it's a beautiful ending when you read it. I was supposed to for you, right? Xanus, volume 3. It's a beautiful ending, honestly. I finished the book. And I deleted my old file and I saved my updated file on my Hotmail. Obviously. So it's saved, archived on my Hotmail, obviously. Now I just gotta save the money. Save like $5,000 end of 2026. I can get it approved for 2027. Yeah. Some Sarah. Yeah. Is that why Peter Jackson will be like, it's better than the Rings? Yeah, you might tell me, this isn't better than the Rings trilogy. Yeah, it will be. Follow the story, looking at a masterpiece out of it. Yeah. And we add stuff to make it even better, you're looking at a masterpiece out of it. I'll be adding good maybe 25-30% of stuff in the movie that's not in the book to make it more interesting, to add more depth in some scenes, yeah. Like, I'll be using artistic license, filling in some stuff in some scenes that are not in the book, but I'm gonna be faithful to the DNA of the story, obviously. Like The Chosen, they add a lot of stuff that's not in the Gospels. They have to, because the Gospels are not long enough to do like, I don't know, 8 seasons, 7 seasons, so they have to add a lot of filler into the show. If they go more in depth, like with the disciples' lives and all that stuff, The Chosen, yeah, I'll be doing that for Xanus. Not as much as The Chosen, but I'll be adding quite a bit of stuff in the movie to make it more interesting, obviously. That's not in the book, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's why John Vega, Von Joe, and all them are lucky, man. They'll be part of that amazing journey with me. Yeah, man. And G1 too, lucky those guys. They'll be part of that amazing journey with me, obviously. We'll be great. Will you allow them to keep souvenirs? Yes, but you can't bring everything, obviously. It's guaranteed John Boyega and like Carl Urban and G1 too and Von Joe, they're gonna want to bring maybe their sword and maybe their helmet or something like that for the movie. That's remember, man, you guys can bring it, but you can't bring everything. You can bring some props though. I'm not that crazy, right? But you can't bring everything, obviously. Yo, Ivan, I want to keep this sword as and this helmet as memory, man. I fought these devils with this Ivan. They wanna have some souvenirs. That way they have memory of working on my movie. Yeah, obviously. And I guarantee Hollywood will do a thing where they have a lot of the same Xanus stars in the same movie to build more buzz, obviously, because they're world famous. They might do that in Hollywood. Like John Boyega's in the movie with Yvonne Joje, maybe Carl Urban. Ariana Grande's in a movie with Jumohan Su and maybe Andy Serkis. Yeah, they do that to build buzz. Movie might be an 800, $900 billion hit, but they still feel like shit. There's still a side tension, obviously. That's my point, right? That's why they're gonna beg, obviously, because there's still a side tension in Hollywood. You know, even though we're famous and more successful in Hollywood, we're still the side tension. Yeah, they are. That's why they're gonna feel like shit, obviously, the Hollywood actors. Because they is when they're in Hollywood. Yeah, but I miss working on Skysource. Man, like Hollywood's not Skysource. Skysource blows out of the water. Yeah, it does. Uh, Well, you support the actors. Yeah, well, I'll go to the theaters. I'll see their movies. I'll support them, obviously. Go watch quite a bit of their movies. Oh my God, look at this guy. Look at Yvonne Joji. Yvonne Joji was a B-list actor. Now he's an A-list actor. He's doing a big budget movie now. Like an $80 million budget, $100 million budget movie. And the movie's a hit. It does like maybe $500 million in the box office. You can sell their movies better than that, yeah, but there's still a side tension. That's my point, right? They're successful in Hollywood, there's still a side tension. That's why they're coming back, obviously. Yeah, I'd rather work in that great escape than fucking work in Hollywood. I can easily pay me more and give me better perks than fucking Hollywood. Yeah. Samsara? Yeah. God, how do you do that, man? That's not normal, man. Your book's fucking special. Yeah, I know. It's my father doing the magic. It's a special book, my book. It's a masterpiece. It's a unique, special story, right? God, your book's unique, man. There's something about your book that stands out on all these other books I read. I know. I know the feeling, guys. I have the exact same feeling when I read my book. Yeah, man. Yeah, my book's a masterpiece. Yeah, man. Are you lying? Is your whole book really like that? Yeah, guys, I'm not lying. Some sections are not as interesting as others, but they're still entertaining enough to keep you hooked. As I showed you guys, right? I showed you some less entertaining scenes. They're still entertaining enough to keep you turning the page. Yeah, they're still entertaining enough to keep you turning the page, to keep you hooked. My book's a masterpiece. Well, I'm giving you a heads up. Volume 3 is the most raw of the 3 volumes when you read it. But I fixed up like all the stiffness, but it's still the most raw of the 3 books. That's why some fans might think Volume 3 is the worst, because it's a bit more raw. The dialogue doesn't flow as good as like Volume 1 and 2, because you guys read. Yeah, right. You show us the beginning of Volume 3, that's amazing. Yeah, Volume 3 is still amazing, obviously, but you'll see what I mean. When you keep reading, you'll notice there's sections in Volume 3 where it's a bit more raw. The dialogue, the flow of the dialogue and everything, it's a bit more raw. But the big scenes in Volume 3 blow your mind away more. They're more cinematic than Volume 1 and 2. That's why it's my favorite. But you can argue Volume 2 is better. It just depends how the art hits you. Volume 3 is number 1 for me. And Volume 2 is a very, very close second. And Volume 1 is the worst. Obviously, it's just the buildup of the story, right? Yeah. There are some fans who might like Volume 1 the best. I love the whole thing behind the life of the walls and Zanes. They might like that, honestly. Yeah, I like the whole life behind the walls and Zanes. That's my favorite. Yeah, some fans might even like Volume 1 the best. It just depends how the art hits you. What volume do you think most people think will be the best, Ivan? I'd probably say Volume 2. Volume 2 will probably be most people's favorite. because it's the middle chapter of the story, and the dialogue is so it flows so beautiful. Volume 2 and 1. Volume 3, it's beautiful dialogue too, but it's a bit more raw when you read it, obviously. But the scenes blow your mind away more; they're more cinematic. So I say most fans will think Volume 2 is the best. And then second, probably Volume 3, and most fans will say Volume 1 is the worst. Or a lot of fans will think Volume 3 is the worst, and Volume 2 is the best, and Volume 1 is the second, honestly. I don't know. Obviously. But there are a lot of fans who will like Volume 3 the best too, obviously. Yeah, I like Volume 3 the best. You know, it's a bit more raw. The scenes blow my mind away more. Yeah, they're more cinematic, especially if you see the ancestors, seeing the speech in the war. The war is amazing too. The battle scenes are amazing. No, I like Volume 3 the best, man. That's fucking deep shit. Yeah, it's deep shit, obviously. When you read it. Sorry. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's deep shit. You get 240s, Ivan? Yeah, today I'll get 240s. I'll get 240s today. And tomorrow I'm getting 6 beers. It's New Year's Eve tomorrow. So I'm gonna get tipsy New Year's Eve tomorrow. I'm gonna try the new McDonald's cheeseburgers that they have, right? Yeah. The bacon cheeseburgers they have, I'm gonna try that tomorrow. Yeah. 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 It's windy. Yeah. Alright, how long do you think it'll take to shoot in this? At least 9+ months, right? 9 months to even a year to shoot. It's a lot of work. It took them like 11 months to film Fellowship of the Ring, but Peter did pickup shots for Return of the King, and so they filmed it for, I think, like, yeah. The Hobbit, I heard it took them 18 months to film the movie. That's a year and like 6 months. Zane's won't take that long. Zane's probably done in a year. Because for The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, Peter did pickup shots. That's why it took longer. It took more than a year to film it. But you have to ask Peter or Mel how long will it take to film this movie. And the head of production has to create the schedule, obviously. Shoot day starts on this day and it ends on this day. People tell me, in a good 10 or 11 months, we'll finish filming the movie. We'll finish filming the movie, obviously. Mel, people tell me that. It's a lot of work. Yeah. So I'm shooting all 3 volumes back to back like he did for Lord of the Rings. You have to do that for Xanus because it's one story. You can't do a thing where you film and then everyone goes home and a couple years later you come back. No. The actors will be getting older. It won't work. You have to film it all back to back. Like Lord of the Rings, it's one story. Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit were filmed back to back. That's what I'm doing for Xanus. We're filming all 3 volumes back to back. We're filming volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. Take about a year to film it. A lot of work, man. Dirty. That's why after that, I'm never doing a movie like that ever again. Everything after that's all slack, right? Take me 3.5 months to film The Great Escape with Keanu Reeves. It won't take me that long. Yeah. 2 months to film They're Unique. The work is slack. There's more slack after Xanus, honestly. Yeah. Hello, this guy's here. How may I help you? All the Hollywood actors, agents, and managers call my office. It's crazy, man. Once it's over for business for Xanus, all of the Hollywood agents are calling my office. It's crazy. And directors, too. They all want to be my movie so bad. Yeah, I want to direct that movie. I want to write that movie. I want to star in that movie. All the actors, agents are calling. It's crazy. Yeah. Why are they all calling I? Because they want to be in my movie, man, and be safe, not left behind. And they want out, too, on the Hollywood system, honestly. I need to pay more and give better perks. This is my ticket out, man. That's why they're all calling their agents. Their agents will even tell them, yeah, Sky says it's your ticket out of Hollywood, guys. I can pay you more money if what he says is true. Give you better perks. Be more famous and bigger budget movies. This is your ticket out. The agents are going to tell the actors that, right? This is your ticket out of the Hollywood system, guys. That's why they all call my office. It's crazy. They all want to star in my movie, right? Yeah. Hello, this guy's here. How may I help you? You know, it's yeah, it's crazy, man. This guy's name, how may I help you? The secondaries? Yeah. You're gonna tell the secretaries to say that? Yeah. Every time someone calls, say, this is Skysters Entertainment, how may I help you? You have to say that, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Peter Jackson's like, Ivy, man, you own all this, man? And I'm like, yeah, oh, man, you have nice facilities, man. This is a big film studio, Ivan. It's independent from the Hollywood system, but it's buried in Hollywood, Ivan. And I'm like, yeah, Ivan, this blows out of the water. Like a $3 million budget is unheard of. This blows out of the water. Yeah, people tell me that. Your company blows out of the water. I know it blows out of the water. My company. $3 million budget movie. Yeah. These odds might be off your book, by the way. I made $50 million. You made $50 million off your book? I'm like, yeah. I said, holy shit. Shocked, obviously. What if you make less than 15 billion, Ivan? If I make like 12 billion, 13 billion, then I will not put $1 billion towards my house. I'll put maybe 700 million towards my house. I'll still make Xanus $3 billion. Maybe we just don't have enough money. But I should make at least my $15+ billion. 15 plus 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 billion. That's why we just be shocked. All right, you made 50 billion off your book. I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit, I've been going live with that money. I know. We can start that pills with that money. I know. And fund our own movie, Xanus. Game 2. Yeah. Even if you make 15 billion, you're gonna make Xanus for $3 billion. Yeah, why? That's a lot of your money. I know, but it's a good investment. I'm gonna make my money back. I'm gonna make like my 50 plus billion off movie watching games, so it's a good investment. BJ will tell me, yeah, it's a good investment. $3 billion will make a better movie, and we're gonna make our tens of billions back. Yeah, like our 50 plus billion, BJ, off the movie merch in the game. It's a good investment. I don't do it. We have the keys to the game, BJ. It's not risky. We have the keys. We're special. Yeah. That's why BJ cried. She wants a piece of my billions, honestly. That's why I'm not letting the gatekeepers touch my money. Like, you make your tens of trillions every year. These billions are for me, BJ. It's not for you. The $15 billion off the book is for me and my wife. It's not for you. You're not touching it. That's my money, not yours. You're just a greedy pig. You want to take my billions while you're making all those tens of trillions every year. You're fucking greedy, man. Jesus Christ. No, I'm a greedy psychopath, man. Even though I make my tens of trillions, it's not enough. I want to steal your billions too. I'm greedy, Ivan. I want all all that money going to me, not you. Because I'm envious. I don't want you living out an amazing life with BJ. That's why I came with the keys, so they don't do me, man. The gatekeepers make my billions. Yeah, BJ's like, holy shit, Ivan, you made 50 billion off your book. I'm like, yeah, Ivan, we can live a life with that money, Ivan. I know. Build that dream house. Yeah, $1 billion house we built. Buy our jets, our yachts, and our nice cars. Travel around the world. Yeah, man. Unlimited budget, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, the gatekeepers are greedy. Oh yeah, greedy pigs, man. Want to steal out on your 50 billion off your book while they're making their tens of trillions every year. Fucking greedy, man. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't want you controlling all money. I don't want you being that rich with I'm obvious. Yeah, but I deserve that life, man. I'm God. I created this place. I deserve that life. Yeah, if you're envious, that's too bad. You think it's okay for you to make your tens of trillions every year when you're not even God. It's not okay for the person who created this place to make his billions. I deserve to have billions. I created this place. You didn't. So you're just consumed with your envy, right? Yeah. Don't hate them, son. Yeah. Will you be happy with 50 million? Of course I will. Still not money for me. We just are films. So we just have to be more careful how we spend our money, obviously. A little bit more careful. Yeah. Yeah, Regis like, yeah, Ivan, you made $50 billion. If we put $1 billion towards the house, buy our $350 million jet, aim in our jet, fund things for $3 billion, and the game for $500, Ivan, we'll still have like 10.5 billion in our bank. Yeah, we're still good, VJ. And it's a good investment. We're gonna make our billions back off this. It's a good investment. The $3 million investment towards a movie is a good investment. We get to make an amazing movie, unheard technology, better than Hollywood. We can pay the Hollywood actors and crew a lot of money, and we could fund the game for $500. We're gonna make our billions off this, VJ. It's a good investment. Like 50 plus billion off the movie watching game for the Xanus deal. Yeah. So it's a good investment, obviously. Some sour. Yeah, we got the keys to the kingdom. Yeah. So that's how much you make off your book. Yeah, 15 to 20 to 25 billion I make off the book. Around there. I should make more than 10. I should make at least my 50 plus billion off the book, right? At least. BJ will leave me shocked by $50 million. You made $50 million off your book. I was like, yeah, she's like, holy shit, you want a lottery with that money, Ivan. We never have to work again with that money. I know, it's unlimited. Yeah, she's like, thank you, Ivan, for not selling, man. Our life would have been destroyed, Ivan. I was garbage and trash. Like, I saw hell. It wouldn't have worked, Ivan. I know. And VJ doesn't want one woman touching Ivan. Don't forget that, right? She doesn't want one chick touching me. Yeah. She's crazy. $3 billion budget get drained? Of course it will. The whole thing will get drained, obviously. Once they create all the armor, the update armor, mask, and all stuff, and clothing, the whole $250 million. I'm gonna tell that blow the whole $250 million towards all that. Upgrade the armor, weapons, everything. Blow it all. And the $1.8 million worth of influence will all get burned, man. When the post-production team begins working on the movie, he was like, "Yeah, Ivan, it's a lot of money, but once post-production happens, the whole thing will get drained, Ivan. All that $1.8 million will get drained. They're gonna burn it all on the world building, the battle scenes, and the horde, the wolves and bats, and they burn it all, and a little bit of the extra fighting and the crows and the eagles, and the whole thing gets burned, man. Gets drained, yeah." The extras are going to cost you 150, even $200 million, perhaps. That whole budget will get drained, man, because I have like 60,000 extras in my movie. Whole thing will get drained. Pay them the $180, a lot of money. Yeah. And the $410 million budget towards salaries will get drained too. Paying all the cast and the crew, the whole thing will pretty much get drained. I might have maybe 20 million left over in the budget for salaries, obviously, and that goes to Peter or Mal, their 10 or 6 million bonus, both million bonus, right? Yeah. I'm off tomorrow. Yeah, I have 3 weeks off Dinties, but next Wednesday I work. I have 3 weeks off Dinties, right? Saving $400. Obviously, I'm not touching it this time. Okay, you will proofread next year, Ivan? Yeah, next year. I want to save at least $5,000, $5,500, and once I save that money, I can get my proofread. It'll cost me maybe $2,100 to get a proofread. My book, $2,600. I still have some money left over. Whereas formatting design my cover is cheap. That'll cost me $300, $350. That's cheap. It's the proofreading that's expensive, obviously, for my book. I don't have to get a copyright because I went on Google. It says the moment you write your book and you save your file, your book is automatically copyrighted. So I don't have to copyright my book, obviously. It's automatically copyrighted. I own the rights to that. To Xanus brand, obviously. That's why the gates are pissed off, because everything around the world is under their power control, but the book, the Xanus book, they don't own it. That's why they want to buy the rights off my book by having me sell, but the rights are mine and the money's mine, obviously. Yeah, that money's Ivan's. He wrote that book. He owns the rights. That's his money. That's my money. That's why they're pissed off, because they know I did it, man. And he has the keys. He wrote a master. He has to wrote Bob with Harry Potter the Rings, and he's gonna make his billions off that. I don't want to make Ivan being a mother later like that. Yeah, they're envious, obviously. It's envy they have. Yeah. It's an envy. Yeah, it's a deep delving envy. Yeah, I can't stand the fact of me being a mother by the beach. It pisses me off. I'm envious. They just have an envy. They're crazy people, man. Oh, it's not fair, man. Like you're gonna be small. I was gonna be with your wife, BJ, and making all that money, man. It's not fair. Yeah, but what about you? You make your tens of trillions every year. Yeah, I do, Ivan, but I'm a greedy sucker about that. I want your money off your book too, Ivan. I'm a greedy pig. Yeah, you must be a greedy pig to make all those tens of trillions every year. And you also want to steal this poor man's money, man. A man you kept poor for 40 years, you also want to take his billions off his book, man. While you're making all those tens of trillions every year because you're fucking greedy, man. Yeah, man. I'm like, zero, the money's mine, you're not touching it. It's my money. It's for me, BJ, it's not for you. There we go. Don't hate me, yeah. Yeah. I mean, how much do they get he was worth? Probably their quadrillions of dollars. They're making, I don't know, 40, 50, 60, 70 trillion every year. They're obviously worth their quadrillions of dollars. They probably have, but they probably invest a lot of their money back into businesses around the world. They at least have at least 500 plus trillion in the bank. They're fucking rich, man. Because they probably invest a lot of their money back into their house and in the world, obviously. They have a lot of investments they make, obviously. They probably have 500, 900 trillion, maybe even a few quadrillions of dollars. Yeah. 2 quadrillion in the bank. I don't know. Either in the hundreds of trillions or even the quadrillions of dollars they have in their bank, man. They're fucking rich. You have that's so much money you don't even know what to do with it. It's just too much money. You make all that money and you want to steal out on my 15 billion off my book, man. Because you're fucking greedy, man. I'm not greedy pigs. Yeah. Steal this poor man's money, man. A man you kept poor for 40 years, you also want to take his money and destroy his relationship with his wife. Because they're crazy people, man. Yeah, man. Zero, the money's mine, you're not touching it. It's my money. Yeah. Yeah. All right, if you don't think you're going to make 30, 40, 50 billion off your book, no, the math doesn't add up. No. Unless the foreign people buy my book, but like I told you, they don't understand English. So they're not going to buy it. They can't read it. They don't understand it, man. Just like I can't understand French. I can't buy a French book or a Spanish book. I don't understand those languages. So I won't buy the book, obviously. It's the English people will not buy it. There's 1.5 billion English speaking people in the world, but most of those are kids. A good chunk of that's kids. So you're probably looking at maybe a billion, maybe 800 billion copies sold around the world. And I make my 15, my 17, my 20 billion, 23 billion off the book. Obviously, maybe 15 billion, $15.5 million. Yeah, off the book, right? That's like, you'll be shocked. All right, you made $15.5 million off your book. Like, yeah, she's like, holy shit, you won a lot of that money, I know. Are you gonna share that with me, sweetie? I'm like, yeah, I will. Relax, man. Chill. I'll share the money with you. Evil woman. Yeah. That's what I did for you. Yeah. 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 Because Ivan, the gatekeepers are really that rich. Of course they are, BJ. The money made around the world is like $460 trillion, and the gates control all that. They take a piece of it. Or probably a quarter of it they take around it. Maybe 50, at least 50, 60, 70, maybe 40 trillion every year they take of that, right? So if they're making that money since we were born, you do the math how much money they made. But they probably invested a lot of their money back into their house. But a lot of that money they pocket, obviously. That means they're worth their hundreds of trillions to even perhaps quadrillions of dollars, VJ. They're fucking rich, man. Have at least 500 plus trillion in their bank, or even more. Maybe 2 quadrillion in their bank, 3 quadrillion in their bank. They're fucking rich, man. They have so much money. So much money, they don't even know what to do with their money. It's just too much money, man. Like having 500 trillion, 800 trillion, 2 trillion, 2 quadrillion in your bank is crazy. It's just too much money, man. And they also want to steal our money off the book, man. They're fucking greedy pigs, man. Yeah, man. That's why I'm like, zero, you're not touching my money, man. I'm not gonna let you take my money while you're making all that money, man. Well, are you crazy, man? Those billions are for me and BJ, it's not for you. You're just greedy. Yeah. It's a greed sickness. Yeah, it's a greed sickness when it comes to me and BJ, obviously. As Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are worth like $200 plus billion, but you know what I'm saying? But the Gates can't stand the fact that me and BJ being that, having that kind of money, obviously. They have an envy. Because they know we're the rightful heirs and we're the true gods. They're not. They're the gate gods, but they didn't create the universe. Me and BJ did. That's why they're envious, obviously. Because they know we're the true heirs and they're not. We can make our easy money. Yeah, it pisses me off they can make their easy money out of lock the doors, most guys. That's why God gave us the keys, that we can make our billions. Families don't dupe us. That's why God gave us the keys to the kingdom, BJ. Sarah? Yeah, man. Sarah? Yeah. Yeah, but that's evil, man. That's cold, man. I know. They make all that money. They also want to steal your billions. Yeah, they're fucking crazy people, man. That's why I came with the keys. Otherwise, they would dupe me, man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the founders are so reprobate and envious. Even when they make their tens of trillions every year, they're never gonna let you be a billionaire. They have an envy. They're gonna take all your money and give you the peanuts. I have to give you the keys, so you can make your billions. They don't touch your money, Ivan. They have an envy. They're consumed with their envy, man. Crazy people. As Victoria Justice is the proof. Yeah, do not let Victoria Justice be worth like her 500 million, 2, 3, 4 billion dollars in Hollywood. No, I don't want that woman making that money in my house. Even when she sells to me, don't let her be that rich. Yeah. So even when they control VJ's money, they still won't even let her be worth like even $150 million, man. They're fucking crazy people, man. They have an envy. That's why I came with the keys. That way they don't do me, man. My father knew they would do me. That's why he gave me the keys. That I can make my billions, man. They don't touch my money, right? Yeah. The only way, Ivan, for you to make your billions, Ivan, you can't sell to them, and you have to open your own door. If you do that, you can now make your billions because the gatekeepers don't have any power over your money or control over your money. And you can open the door yourself. You didn't sell them, so now those billions you can make. You can now be able to make your billions because you didn't sell to the gatekeepers. They can't touch your money. So you have no power or control over your money or your career. You did not sell to them. You have the keys. You can open the door yourself. That's why God gave you the keys. So, yeah. So VJ's frustrated. Of course she is. She tries her best to promote her album, her movies, and yet they're not successful because the gatekeepers won't let her make her money back. And she has the keys too, which means the whole world knows about her album, her singles, her movies, and yet she only gets paid like her $400,000 for it. It's the case, stupid, man. They take the money and give her the peanuts. Yeah, pay VJ like max maybe $700,000 for a movie contract, $500,000. Don't pay her millions. Keep her under like $1 million contracts. That way she's not worth like her 200, 300, $400. They won't even let her be worth a couple $100 million, VJ. The gates are greedy pigs, man. They have an envy, man. Crazy people. Yo, I got duped bad, yo. VJ got duped so bad, yeah. She has the keys like me and she's only worth $12 million, man. That's cold, man. Yeah, man. They duped her bad, man. Yeah, man. They're gonna dupe you too, Ivan, if you sell. That's why I came for the keys, so they don't dupe me, man. They're gonna dupe you too if you sell, Ivan. Duh. Yeah. Never gonna see your billions, Ivan, if you sell. Kiss your billions goodbye if you sell, Ivan, right? Kiss those billions goodbye, obviously. That's why I'm very bold. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna let these guys win and dupe me, man. No way. I have the keys. My father gave me the keys. I don't have to sell to them. Yeah, I gave you the keys. You wrote your master's as Xanus that those rights are yours. You don't have to sell to the gatekeepers, Ivan. That money's yours. And they know that. Yeah, that's Ivan's money. He has the keys. He doesn't have to sell to us. Fuck, man. They're pissed off, yeah. They're pissed off, yeah. They know I did it, right? Yeah. How much will you sell your book for, Ivan? My ebook I'll sell for $22. And my print for $80. So if you don't want to get the beautiful print, you can just pay your $20 and read the ebook on your laptop. Ivan, $22 is pretty pricey for an ebook. Yeah, I know, guys, but I have to make my profit, guys. I want to make profit. There you go. I'm not going to sell my ebook for $7. No, I need to make profit. $22 is a good deal for you guys. That's affordable for you guys, right? If you can't afford to pay the $80, $22 is affordable for you guys. It's like $27 after taxes. It's not that expensive, right? Oh. And Xanus is worth the $22. It's the best fantasy novel written, man. That's $20 you're gonna spend of your life, man. You read on your laptop and you're hooked for hours turning the page. It's a masterpiece, man. Then as or you pay the $80 and you read the print, and you'll be binging the shit out of the book all day, man. All day for like 8 hours, 9 hours. You binge the book, man. 8, 9, 10 hours. You binge the book. Then my book will be about an 800 something page book. It's a 200,000 word novel, so you know. But it's gonna fly by. The 800 pages. You just hook for hours turning the page, man. It's crazy. Yeah, man. So VJ wants out. Yeah, VJ wants out. Obviously, duh, she wants out, obviously. Oh, the gatekeeper's always says, yeah, I mean, I got dude, I want you to get me out. And that's why she cries, obviously. She wants me to get her out, and she wants to see the light too. She wants to be with me, obviously. She got duped by the gatekeepers. That's why she cries, obviously. She wants me to get her out. Yo, Ivan, I got duped. I want you to get me the fuck out of here. I want a piece of your billions off your book. I got duped, Ivan. I want to be in phase movies rather than be featured behind you. She's crazy. Yeah, that's why she cries, obviously. She knows I did not get duped, but she got duped, obviously. Yeah, I got duped, Ivan. I want you to get me out, man. I got duped. Yeah. I want a piece of your 50 billion off your book, Ivan. I want to live that life with you. Yeah, she's crazy. That's why she cries. Obviously, she got duped by the gatekeepers. Yeah. Because she knows with $50 million, you live the life with that money, man. Travel around the world, stay at the best resorts, suites, and everything. Yeah, get your nice cars, clothes, build your dream, $1 billion house, start your film studio, do your album. Yeah, do all that with that kind of money, right? Yeah. Yeah. And God gave me the keys that way I could escape too from the gatekeeper system that they own around the world. Yeah, if you want to get out and not be under their system, be a cell, I have to give you the keys, but now you can get your freedom with your wife. That's why the keys is a ticket to freedom too. I escape, man. Once I pay the fee, I get out, man. I got out, man. Trust me, you're calm now, but once you find out how wicked they really are and dirty they really are, and all you're thinking about is just getting the fee over with and taking your money and running away with BJ. That's all I'm thinking about, man. After going through that hell, all I'm thinking about is just getting it over with and just running away with BJ. Take my money and run away with BJ, man. Take my $50 and I run away with BJ. And BJ runs away with me, obviously, because I got her out. Yeah, I got BJ out, man. Yeah. Because they're going to tell me, yeah, we own your wife, Victoria Justice. She sold out to our Hollywood system. We own her. If you want to get her out, you got to pay for that and everything. And I don't want you fucking with my money and everything. Yeah, I'm supposed to be fucking with your money if I make $50 on my book. When you make your tens of shows every year, you're just crazy. You're a greedy pig. Yeah, they lost a bit of their power, but they're still the gay gods. They still control everything in the world. They just don't touch my money. Obviously. That's why they don't. Yeah, we don't want you controlling our money in our house, Ivan. We don't want to lose a bit of our power. Yeah, you lost a bit of your power, but you're still the gay gods, and you're still making your tens of shows every year. You're just a greedy pig. They're just greedy pigs. Yeah, they're greedy pigs, obviously. Yeah. So are you saying you're going to be a different Ivan after you pay the fee? Well, of course. Yeah, I was an ex fucking porn star, man. So the VG Ivan sees when I save her is not the same Ivan before he paid the fee. The Ivan before he paid the fee was a virgin, man, who was not addicted to sex, who didn't care about that stuff. And then now that you turn him into a man whore, now he has a sexual urge. He becomes addicted to sex. He made VJ pay. That's why VJ runs away with me too, obviously, because they turned Ivan into a man whore like they turned VJ into a whore. And Ivan's now a man whore, obviously. But I got VJ out and I escaped, man. I escaped from the gatekeeper system that they own around the world, man. I escaped. No, Ivan's a lucky one, man. He got out, man. He didn't bow to the gatekeepers and he paid the fee. And he just takes like his $50 million and he runs away with VJ. And he got VJ out too. VJ got out of Hollywood. I got out of Hollywood. Yeah. That's why VJ will appreciate me for what I did for him, man. You now have your freedom and your multi-millionaire with me. That's why she'll appreciate me, honestly. It's like, Ivan, I can find you my dream album with you, Ivan. And we control the money. The gays don't touch our money. Yeah, they don't touch our money. Make our billions off the album too, right? Yeah, I don't know, $7 billion off the album we make, you VJ. A lot of money. Yeah. We could be movie stars, Ivan. Start that film studio. We're in Hollywood, I know. Have more than enough money to start the film studio. Put $350 million towards the studio lot. That's not money. Build a beautiful facilities for your studio lot. Some center. Almost under, guys. Yo, Ivan's lucky, man. He got out, man. Yeah, all the dockers. Yeah, Ivan's lucky, man. He got out of the gatekeeper system. Yeah, I did. I got out, man. I insulted them. Yeah, Ivan just takes his money, runs the fuck away with VJ. Yeah, I do. Take our money and I run away with VJ. Once I pay the fee. Yeah, man. After going through that hell, all you want to do is get out of hell, man. Where do you think they get the term in the Bible, the gates of hell? Where do you think they get that idea? It's a symbolism of the gatekeepers, obviously. The gates of hell, right? Yeah. When I pay the fee, I'm now in hell, man. Like, it's hell on earth for Ivan O'Mara. And all I want to do is escape from hell. Obviously, that's the symbolism of Jesus saving the followers from the gates of hell, obviously. Yeah. I save VJ from Hollywood. I get her out of the gatekeeper system. And I get out of the gatekeeper system too, that they own, the system that they own. I not sell to them, obviously, because God gave me the keys. I have to sell to them. Sarah. Yeah. Trust me, Ivan, you're calm now, but once I sit you upstairs, all you're thinking about is just getting it over with and running away VJ, man. Because you're going to find out how dirty and wicked they really are. They're dirty people, and what? All I'm thinking about when I pay the fee is getting it over with and running away VJ, man. Because I'm not interested in paying that fee. I'm not interested in that stuff, man. You guys are fucking rich people. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry? Yeah, man. Yeah. BH probably wondering, Ivan, how the fuck do they control all the money? I have no idea. I don't know how they do it, man. All I know is that they control it. They kept me poor, so they have power to just lock doors on me and I can't make my money. I don't know how they do it, but it's power, obviously. They're called the gate gods for a reason. That's why I'm poor, and that's why you have a shaker in Hollywood. Because they're guarding the doors on your career. And they're also guarding the doors on me. As I can't do anything besides minimum wage, obviously. So I didn't sell to them. Ivan didn't sell to me, keep them poor. Whereas VJ, she sold out, let her make some money, but like don't let her be like a multiplayer. Like both of us got duped, obviously. But Ivan's keys are not useless, and he wrote his math as Xanus. That's billions for him. That's why they're pissed off, obviously. Ivan did it, man. The Xanus brand is his. He owns the rights to that. We don't own that. And he has the keys. That's blades for him. Like, fuck, man. Ivan did it. Yeah, I did it, man. Finally, we make blades for VJ. Obviously, that's why they're pissed off. Yeah. And they want to control my brand, obviously. But that money's mine. The brand's mine. It's not yours. There you go. So sorry. Yeah, Ivan fucking owns that brand, man. That IP, that Xanus IP, he owns it. He wrote the book, that brand's his. And it's gonna be a huge brand when he makes it into a movie game and sells his merch. It's gonna be a huge brand, yeah, a huge brand. That's why they want to control it, obviously. They know it's a huge brand. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want Ivan being that rich, man, with VJ, man. That pisses me off. Yeah, they're envious. They want me being that rich. And you don't want me being that rich too. That's why you want me to sell. Yeah, we don't want you being that rich with VJ either. We're envious, Ivan. That's why we want you to sell. That way you're under them and you make like your $1 million for your movies and everything. And they dupe us, obviously, yeah. Because I guarantee you, Ivan, you'll be doing shitty independent movies if you sell out. You're not going to be doing the original movies. The gateways are going to lock the doors on you, man. Ivan, you happy? You made like $1.5 million off your movie. I'm like, whoa, where's the rest of the money? Ivan, what do you mean? Like, yeah, they dupe me, man. Yeah, man. Well, they tell the Hollywood companies don't pay them a lot of money. Yeah, they will, man. Like, me and VJ try our best to negotiate for big contracts and all. We don't get the big contracts. No, Ivan, we'll only pay you like $4 million for the movie. And that's it. I'm like, what about like $20 million? No, Ivan, we can't pay you that. They're gonna dupe us, man. Like you dupe VJ, right? That's why I came with the keys, man. That way they don't dupe me, man. Yeah. Well, they say we're going to make you into a Hollywood star. Yeah, they might say that, but they're liars. They're not going to make you into Hollywood stars, Ivan. They're lying. They're lying, man, through their teeth. You can't trust those guys, man. They're lying. They dupe VJ. They're going to dupe you too, Ivan. Yeah, man. And even if they did open the door for us and me and VJ are worth like $500 million, they're still duping us. They're still taking the majority of money, giving us the peanuts. That's not the kind of money I'm making if I don't sell, man. If I don't sell, and I own my film studio, I'll be making my billions off my movie, merch, and my game. So either way, they're still duping, but they're not going to open the door for you, Ivan. They're going to lock the doors on you. They're going to have a shitty sabotage career with VJ. I know it for a fact. They dupe VJ, they're going to dupe you too, Ivan. They haven't envied you. Yeah, that's why I came with the keys the way they don't dupe me. That's why Xanus were the greatest fans ever written, and the greatest movies ever made. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys know the show. So I remember I'm saying, peace. Don't hate him, son.